Hello, everybody. Welcome back to my channel. It feels so weird saying that because I'm the one that's been gone. You probably have been watching all your favorite YouTube content and creators and doing you. And I've been missing in action for a long time. A very much needed break. But here I am the night that I decided I would make a video for you guys, and I'm hoarse. That is just very unfortunate. But here I am. I'm going to do it anyway. I've got a lot I want to tell you and so many updates. I've got some coffee. Right now, it is 9:32 p.m. AJ is asleep, and I feel like here we are. I've tried to film this outside, but the cars were so loud. I tried to film this earlier, but it just didn't work out very well for me, and I've been hoarse almost all day. Allergies are insane right now for so many people, so many places, and it seems like I'm hoarse. I've got the sniffles, I'm sneezing, I'm coughing. It's just a mess. But I didn't want to let that get in the way, because if I let something stop me, I might not do this. And I wanted to get back on YouTube. I've posted on Instagram that I was thinking about it. I've been thinking about it for a long while. But, you know, you got to be brave when you're sharing online. Because I know there's people that will watch me, and they will watch just to say mean stuff. And that's okay. Love you too, I guess. I don't know. But it is what it is. And I'm prepared for it, or at least I think I'm prepared for it. It hurts sometimes when it's about someone you care about, someone you love, or something that you're actually trying to do right, or something you can't help, and that's when it kind of hurts, or when people really are misguided and they get it wrong. But I can't control that, so all I can control really is me and my little corner of the world. And here we are. So I'm just going to jump right into it, and we'll kind of just move on. So I guess the biggest thing in all of this is I have moved out. I moved out a while ago. Ryan and I separated, and I don't want to get into like the exact details. I'll just put it under the umbrella of dishonesty, disloyalty, and people growing apart, changing. And I finally got to a point, and I was very honest with Ryan. I said, if you do A, B, or C, basically, if you do those things, and then I'm leaving. I'm just going to leave, or you're going to leave. And for many, 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 many months, I mean many, none of those things had happened that I was aware of. And then something did happen that I became aware of. And this time, for some reason, for me, it was different. I don't really know why. I guess you just get to a point where you're just like tired. And that's where I'd really gotten to the point where I knew that if I left or he left, neither of us would be to the point where we would be angry or crying or you know, just upset. The one person that I was really worried about, obviously, was AJ. And I just kind of, you know, I explained to my girlfriends, you know, what I had found and blah, blah, blah. The thing, you know, they all kept saying the same thing. Pack your stuff and leave. You have this wonderful option of where to go, and it's a wonderful place, and you're going to be safe, and your son's going to be safe. You love the people. You feel loved there. It's a beautiful home. They want you there. So, you know, this is the time. This is it. You're never going to get the same opportunity again. I don't want to burden my trouble on anybody else. But in that moment, I had Brittany, Laura, Abigail, Kimmy, all telling me one thing: pack your car. So I packed my car and I'd take it to where I moved to. I did that 4 times the first day. And it was hard physically for me, but you know, I wanted to stay in the apartment. It was an apartment that I picked out. It was an apartment within my budget. AJ was already used to it. But Ryan did not want to leave. He's actually still there. It's been a process, believe that, of trying to get him out, and it still is. Now, Ryan and I are on really good terms, but that doesn't mean that everything is up on the lease of that apartment. I'm probably going to get stuck with an eviction. I'm trying to figure all that out, but if it's what happens, it's just part of the collateral damage, and I'll deal with it. I'll pay it off. I'll do what I can. There's a court date. I'm going to explain that he's in the apartment, blah, blah, blah. It's fine. I understand that's happening. And, you know, there's been many talks about trying to get him out, what to do. He's just like nervous, and it's taking him a little bit to figure it out and figure out where he's going to go. I think he's maybe finally found a place. So hopefully by the end of September, Brian will be out. I have basically given him almost all the stuff in that apartment. I don't want the couch. I don't want the kitchen table. I don't want the bed. The only things I'm really concerned about is the desk and the kitchen stuff and the washer and dryer. And he's still fighting me for one of those. Whatever. If it's that big of a deal, he can have those too. I'll work it out. I really will. I don't really want to, but I don't like that stuff. I don't like the energy that it holds, basically. So it's fine. I'll IKEA it up if I have to and redo everything, but I don't really feel like that's something I even have to worry about right now. So I'm not really going to explain where I'm at. Some people will work it out, and they will figure out where I'm at pretty quick. But I just don't want to like put it out there in the universe. I don't think that's smart. But I'm in a very good place. I'm in a very lovely home. And I feel very fortunate to be here. AJ has adjusted very well. The first few weeks was hard. Well, not really even that. It was just an adjustment. It wasn't really that hard. He never had nights where he cried himself to sleep. For Ryan, he's never had nights that he was upset. It's just been getting adjusted, getting clothes where they need to be, and getting on a routine and fitting in with other people that are around, and just getting used to a new schedule, a new neighborhood. And I'm only 10 minutes away from the apartment, but it's a new environment, and he has adjusted better than I expected. So I'm so thankful for that. And I believe that Ryan will thank me one day for this, because, you know, AJ don't need to see him on a nightly basis drinking or passing out or on the weekends being drunk. We need to limit that exposure as much as possible, and I think he knows that. It's been a process of dealing with emotions. I never really cried. I never had those emotions to process. What I really felt like when I walked out that door, I was angry because he was displacing me and AJ for his own comfort. Instead of sleeping on an air mattress, maybe in a shop or at a friend's house, me and AJ was the ones, because he would have been just like, well, let's live together, and nothing would have changed. I had to physically leave for it to change. As scary as that was, it had to happen, or it was just going to be the same thing happening. But in time, it got a lot easier. And when I was walking out that door, and even now, as I sit here, I feel like I don't want to sacrifice my wants, my needs, my son's wants and needs, my daughter's wants and needs, our lives for someone else. I just don't. I feel like it'd be better doing it solo. It'd be better being by myself. And I know people are thinking, yeah, that's right. You know, whatever. She's going to have a boyfriend. She'll be with some other guy in no time. No. I really don't believe that's going to be the case. I'm not looking for anyone. I don't go to the grocery store. I order that stuff and have it delivered. Excuse me. I'm really not seeking anybody. I'm not on any dating websites. I do not want to date. I'm only interested in being a good mom, being a good friend, being a good roommate, being a good employee, being a good co-parent, and just being happy. And that's what I've got to really mention is I feel so much happier. I feel lighter. And that's no insult to Ryan. It just, people grow apart. They need different things. And what he needs is very different than what I need. And I'm grown up enough to accept it. So is he. And I feel like we're in a good place. I think he would tell you that too. And he picks AJ up from school every day. We'll talk about AJ more in a minute. But he picks him up every day. I take him every morning. And he gets him on the weekends when his schedule allows. AJ really isn't staying the night with him. I don't really think that's really that good of an idea. At least not yet. But I've had some breaks from AJ. And I know that sounds, I don't know, crazy. I still have never been one night without AJ. He's going to be 6 years old this year. So it might be nice to have a break. I had a dinner away from AJ for the first time in like 2 years, just a couple of nights ago. And it was with my roommate's family. My roommate wasn't even there. It was so nice. And AJ is one of the biggest loves of my life. And I'm very lucky to have him. But sometimes a break is nice. So I'm very thankful for that. I'm getting little breaks here and there. Feels good. So let's talk about health. So I've had quite a few health problems. And maybe about a year ago, I finally just had enough. And I got a primary physician. And I went to see her. I took a list of every single thing bothering me. So she put me through a battery of tests. I mean, so many. Sent me to this professional or, you know, I don't know, specialist. To this one, to that one, to this, to that. It was insane. Insane. And I've had a surgery since the last time we met, since the last time I have been on camera. And maybe I'll talk more about that. But it was the bladder swing surgery. So I can jump on the trampoline. I don't know why I'm thinking treadmill, but I can jump on the trampoline or not have an accident, or sneeze and not have an accident. I didn't want that to impact my life anymore. It was something that I was struggling with. I don't know how many people really struggle with it, but I was, and I was sick of it. Surgery fixed everything. So that was just a small thing. The blood test came back with a positive ANA, which made her think that I had lupus. It took 5 months to get into a rheumatologist that could see me because Norton's got hacked. It just took a long time. I couldn't get in. And I passed all my other lupus tests, so I don't have lupus, but I was scared for 4 or 5 months that I had lupus. My kidneys are looking great. No problems there. I suddenly started having seizures. And I didn't think they were like seizures. I was calling them tremors. In a different video, I'll tell you what I was experiencing, but I had to have, CAT scans and 2 MRIs, one with contrast, one without. And then I had to have an EEG, and it was just insane. And I have epilepsy, and so I was scared they'd take my driver's license. I was scared what that meant. I was scared of the medication that I was being put on. But I am used to it now, and the medication is helping me. I still have my driver's license. He never, mentioned that or anything. It was just something I was scared of. I'm trying to think of all the health problems, but there are so many. Really, me not going to the doctor except to have a baby in 25 years was the main culprit. I have high cholesterol, shocker. I'm a little bit overweight, shocker there. I am walking. We'll talk all about that some other time. It's nothing that glorious. And I've been doing a lot of working out with all the stuff I've been moving. I was on all kinds of medication, and the medication changed some stuff about me. It changed how I taste food. So I can't drink Coke, Mountain Dew. I've been off that for 6 months maybe. And I do drink sweet tea still, some coffee, but it makes it taste like metal. Maybe a few weeks ago I had a Coke at the zoo with Abigail and Laura, and it had ice in it. And so the ice, watered it down. I was able to drink it. They didn't have any sweet tea, but I tend to drink more water now, lots more water. It helps the bladder issues. And there were quite a few issues after that surgery. But again, I can talk more about that later. But I'm all healed up now. But I'm only on 3 medications right now, and that's a lot better than what I started off on. So I backed off a lot of medications. They think now, which I think it's like an umbrella diagnosis, they think I have fibromyalgia, and I just don't really agree with that. It's because my skin is sore. Like if you were to poke me kind of like that, it's painful for me. Not like super painful, but painful. And your pain receptors are higher, I guess, with that. I don't know. So, I don't know. They're talking about putting me on gabapentin to see if that helps with some of the nerve damage or the nerve pain, not damage, that I feel like I have. So, I've been going through a lot of health stuff. And I believe a lot of it was stress related. I know that sounds crazy, but I went through so many things, from not being able to sleep, not eating well, gaining weight. It could all be like premenopausal. I mean, it can be so many different things, but I felt so bad. I felt so tired. I'm still tired a lot. I don't sleep that well still either. But I think a lot of the triggers for me, I hate that word, but I'm going to use it. A lot of the triggers for me were stress induced. And it's amazing, I don't really want to badmouth him, so it's kind of hard, but I think it's fair to say that Ryan overall is pretty negative. And I think that negativity seeping into me was just making me physically sick. So being away from that for a while now, I can honestly say I feel better. I'm not having the stomach issues that I once had. I still wake up between 3 and 5 a.m. almost every night. I don't get migraines as much anymore, and I don't have facial pain like I had near as much. used to, when Ryan would upset me, I would have facial pain. Like, I think so much was stress related. So I'm not even sure about the seizures. I felt like seizures could be stress related. My doctor agreed, but now, anytime there's flashing lights and all kinds of things, they can induce it, basically. So I'm scared. I take Tobamax twice a day now. And to me, the Tobamax is stopping the physical symptoms that I'm having. But some of the subtle symptoms, like metal taste in my mouth, my tongue going numb, sometimes those still happen. So it is what it is. But the medicine seems to be helping me. So, AJ, let's move on to his beautiful, beautiful self. I'm going to say something that is going to probably shake some people up. And I only say this in private. Well, I probably shouldn't say it then. Okay, whatever. I always refer to AJ as my autistic child. Because AJ's been genetically tested. He has no autism. He has no Asperger's. He might have ADHDs. I don't think he's ever been tested for it. But he's been genetically tested at the Riley Children's Hospital in Indianapolis. But he's quirky. He still lines stuff up. He's very peculiar in his own ways. And it's so cute. And it's really nothing to me. But AJ is doing really, really well. He's adjusted well to moving. He's adjusted well from not living in-house with his father. He's adjusted perfectly well to kindergarten. His delay is in speech. Same with Jackson. God knows I don't have the most clean, crisp speech. And I'm trying to work with him. Speech therapist had appointments during working hours. We have jobs. I don't know how normal people do it, but if I can't leave, once a week at 10 a.m., I just can't do it. I mean, maybe I could, maybe Ryan could, but most likely we couldn't. I have a job that requires me to be there. So now AJ gets speech lessons in school, and I'm so happy. And I'm working with him on it, but that's the only real thing that, besides maturity, that's the only thing that he really struggles with. AJ goes to sleep really well. He listens pretty good, not great, but good. And he tries really hard. AJ really loves his father. And it broke my heart, really, in so many ways, just to take him away like that. And I know Ryan loves AJ. But again, we've adjusted so well. Ryan's adjusted well too. Like, really, he has. So I think this was the best thing. And I really believe he'll thank me for it one day. And I believe that Ryan can be my friend and be a good father. And we're already on that road. We just are. He picked him up here this morning, took him and got donuts, and took him to play, see Mr. Hershey, and just do daddy stuff, And that's my daughter telling me about the Ulta 21-day sale. And I already knew it. And I think we all just feel lighter. We feel less worried. By the way, the red palms, well, I thought, the lupus is in my hands. It's not the butterfly rash. This is it. It's poor circulation. That's all they've been able to come up with. That's it. It's no disease. Like, it is what it is. So, moving forward, I'm going to do my very best to try to make some videos again. Hopefully I can talk better in them. I'm going to be as discreet as I can on some things. And I don't want to overshare. I don't want to like share too much about like where I'm at and all of that. I just feel like it's better to be safe from people I don't know, and stuff like that. So you never know who's watching these videos. So I'd rather be safe. But I'm in a very private home with people that I adore who have been so kind to me. I couldn't be in a better financial situation. And all the pieces fit together so perfect. And I couldn't be more blessed. My job is a few minutes right down the road. Going to AJ's school takes me about 15 minutes. And then I take this beautiful ride to work. It's so pretty. And I feel like I can talk to you guys maybe, sometimes on the way to work. I have time structured. And I believe that I can share content with you. There'll be some cooking videos, like last night we had this big friend dinner, basically. Big family friend Saturday dinner. It's this big meatloaf I made. I don't mind sharing stuff like that. I don't mind sharing some stuff with AJ. I just want to be selective on what I share. I don't want people talking about him. He is starting to lose teeth. Can't believe it. He has that dead front tooth, and I really wish that would have been the very first tooth that fell out. But the dentist don't want to pull it. I've already tried that route. He don't want to cap it either. So we'll just let it be. It'll be fine. And I just feel very, very blessed. And I thought this would shock all of you guys with me posting a video tonight. And I've got a busy day tomorrow. It is Monday. I've got to get a shower and get my butt to bed. I'll try to get this edited sometime tomorrow. I don't know when. And I'll get it up for you guys. Thank you so very much for watching, for sticking around. I'm not going to be posting on Facebook. I don't know if I'll post these updates on Instagram. Maybe. I don't know. It's fine if people watch these. I don't know. I'm a little nervous about sharing. So, we'll see. But I will be sharing. It just depends how. So, I thought about starting Patreon back up for like 18 and over, where I discuss a little more personal stuff. Maybe, maybe not. I'll let you guys know about that. I miss blogging, that's for sure. And I don't know if I have a lot of time to do that. We'll see. My job is very busy while I'm there, so it's not like I can just blog during the day while I'm at work. It don't really work like that. But we'll see. So if you're new to my channel, please get subscribed, and I'll make more content, promise. It won't be 2 years before another video is up. And if you are somebody that's been subscribed, thank you. Thank you so much for hanging around and having faith in me and going on this journey with me. I promise you I'm fine. I am more than fine. I am blessed and thankful and happy. So that's it. I'll see you soon. Bye.